What up, y'all? Josh and EC here once again with another quality video.
We are back with episode 3, day 3 of our marathon.
We just churning these bad boys out. That's it.
How y'all feeling? How y'all like it?
It's pretty.
How y'all like it?
I like it.
I like it too. I really hope you guys are enjoying thus far. For the OG quality crew members who are wondering, like, is this all we're gonna do now? No, we do have videos coming y'all's way very, very soon.
And some
next
highly
week in
requested
particular.
ones that y'all been asking for. It starts with a T and with an or.
Anyway, we can go ahead and hop into episode 3. I'm actually very excited based off how episode 2 ended and the juice and tea that we got from it.
I am still trying to remain unbiased because people keep saying
that he's gonna turn.
We are going to hate this man Jamal.
And you know what? I will say this before we continue. That might be the case. He might end up being a trash dude, but that still doesn't take away that she has toxic traits about her as well that aren't okay.
Yeah, so they're just not made for each other. But we're gonna see more of it. They're just not made for each other. But okay. Are we gonna get our song today? I think they're the first couple, so I think we're gonna get our song today. Okay. We are starting this bad boy up in 3, 2, 1.
Obviously, you know, when things get a little bit heated, it's always very difficult, but thank you for coming back in. And I just want to go back. I've written in my notes here. Can I find out a little bit more about your family history?
Most certainly. So I've got 3 sisters. My mother and father, obviously, I live with them. I've been brought up.
My bad, y'all, my bad. We put on these closed captions.
Oh, you're annoying.
Closed captions.
What is he doing?
Go ahead and turn that bad boy up.
What's
Okay,
up?
we're back.
Okay.
Very, very strong women. So dealing with Deborah is not a problem at all. I believe she's actually a strong woman. That's part of the reason why I got with her. Obviously, I'm Ghanaian as well. I'm really traditional, but there is some modifications because obviously I was born and brought up in London. So
Has Deborah met your family? Jamal?
Not yet.
And why is that, Jamal?
We've had this discussion before. So I feel with Deborah because she's just very loud, I should say. There's times where
Loud.
Yeah, loud. I feel like there's moments of times where you kind of have to balance the two. You need to know your place in terms of being loud and then being quiet. And I feel like at this current moment of time, I don't think she'll not exactly clash per se with my parents or my family, but I feel like there's things that she kind of has to show.
But what are you worried about?
I just want to make sure that she gets it right. I feel like my family mean a lot to me.
And mine don't, because you've met my family. Jamal has met my family. He met my family, I'll say like the first 3 months in. Like,
but me, you are different.
I don't really understand. He seems to be really particular about his family. Like, we all have family.
Yeah, I get that.
You've met my family, and if you're trying to take me seriously, then I'm not really understanding
let me reassure you something.
why.
Understand this. This is my 4th relationship. I don't want it to go even further. So I want to make sure that when you come and see my family, it's prim and proper. I'm not here to be doing dibble dabble, bringing new girls here.
You've been together for a year.
Yeah.
Surely I should have met your family by now. I'm not being funny, but Jamal has never seen me in a situation whereby I have to calm myself or like in a situation with a parent or a family member. So I'm not really sure where he's getting the fact that I'm going to be like super loud or disrespectful. I 100% think he's making excuses. I don't know why he doesn't want to bring me around his family, but it's definitely shady.
Is this a problem for you?
100%. It makes me feel like he's, again, not serious and trying to keep me away from his family. Like, everyone's family is important to them, and that's why, because I knew that, you know, Jamel's the guy for me, I made sure that he met my parents 3 months in. But for me, for us to be together a year, like coming up to a year and a month now, for me to have not met his family, I think that's quite ridiculous. And on top of that, for him to say that because I'm loud, that's got nothing to do with it. You haven't even tried or seen me in that setting to prejudge and now say that because I'm loud I can't meet your family.
Babe, I know you. Like, don't make it seem like I'm not like some random boy from your past or whatever. Like, I know you. Oh yeah, you know us Ghanaians and Nigerians, like, obviously Nigerians are a bit loud. Well, Deborah is loud personally, so how my parents might take to her is a bit, I don't know how she'll
So she's Nigerian.
actually act in front of my parents, but would my parents take to the fact that she's so loud? I think not.
I know how to be respectful with parents. Do I scream and shout in front of my parents disrespectfully?
But that's your parents.
Okay, I don't even want you to ask that question because I'm going to get annoyed.
Jamal, have your parents questioned whether you have a girlfriend, or have they asked any questions?
A couple questions here and there, but I kind of...
And what have you said?
I've not played it down. I said I'm seeing someone.
Okay.
Yeah, so they know somebody's there, but like...
So now we're seeing each other now.
Gosh, let's...
Oh. Wow. That's interesting to hear.
Is there another reason as to why you might not want to be introducing Deborah to your family?
I just want to make sure I'm getting it right, if I'm going to be honest. Like I said, this is my 4th relationship and I'm hoping for it to be my last. Like, I do see a great future between myself and Deborah. Like, it's not it's not a me and you, it's more like a we thing.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Can you accept that?
No, I don't feel like it's right for you to have met my family and for me to not have met yours. Like,
We're doing comparison.
And that actually makes me feel quite insecure. It makes me feel quite down.
Culturally, are you the same background, family values, etc.?
I mean, we're both African. I'm Nigerian,
I'm Ghanaian.
but I don't think that should be a problem. Like, it doesn't make a difference.
You may not feel like that, but
Regardless.
let me be honest with you. Yeah, with my parents, like, they're the type of parents that they would expect me to be with another Ghanaian girl. However, their choices is not my choices.
Yeah, and that's more reason why I should meet them earlier so that they're prepared to meet a Nigerian babe.
And I get that, but still, that's still down to me, right? So I can't just leave that into my hands.
So when am I going to meet them then?
Which family do you want to meet first?
Okay, that's childish. It's not that deep. Just meet your family.
Well, maybe we'll come back to that another time. But if you want to talk about it again at any time,
I don't want to talk about it. It's very irritating for me to speak about because it doesn't make sense.
Okay.
It's not making sense right now.
Okay.
Well, that was quite the intro section. That's a little weird on Jamel.
Yeah, a year's a long time to be with someone and just telling your parents you're seeing someone. But like he said, it's a cultural thing though. Because I have heard that.
Are they beefing?
What? Nigerians and Ghana.
Do they beef?
I
I don't know. Please inform me. I
don't know a lot either.
I feel
so don't take me word from mouth. But I have heard that there is, like, I met somebody some years ago, and not even too long ago, but they had found out I was Nigerian, and they were trying to hint at, like, Nigerians tend to be super friendly with their. I don't know. They were trying to, like, low key shade, and I didn't know what that was about, and they weren't Nigerian.
Oh.
But obviously I don't know the full scope of things, so I didn't take offense to it all that much because I didn't really get it. But comment below, please.
Please comment
Our
below.
African background followers, give us context.
Right now we're kind of lost, but I can tell you right now, from a perspective of parenting, I think a year is
That is a long time.
that's quite a little bit of time.
That's a
You
long
might
time.
want to show them, to your parents.
Yeah.
Especially like if you're saying this is long
I
time.
was gonna
if you're
say he
this
keeps
is
saying
solid,
I hope this is my last. So like he's messing. It's not quite adding up.
it's not like 2 + 2 doesn't equal 4 right now. So we'll keep watching and see what happens.
Okay.
Oh, can I also put like I was by this episode I was dang near full team Jamel.
Full?
Not full team, but I was like, I want to say like if this was the marker, right?
Okay.
You got Deborah, you got Jamal.
Yeah.
I was like, that's the
Dang.
end of it. I was over there because she was
Okay.
doing a lot. These first couple of she was doing a lot.
Yeah.
But now when I'm starting to hear this parent stuff, I'm like, that's a little iffy.
Okay.
You're in. I'm wiggling back.
I stayed in the middle.
You're still in the middle?
Yeah.
All right. We'll see.
Most of the time, I'm not gonna lie, it might be biased, but I'm usually team girl for the most part. But I will acknowledge when it's like, sis, you're doing a lot.
We're gonna see a little bit of Paul again. Say hi to Paul, guys.
In a whole therapy session, there's not one positive thing.
Is there anything else that makes you insecure?
One of the recent issues that we had is Clubhouse again. He actually blocked me on Clubhouse. I made that app quite late. and he decided to block me. He has this program that he does, I think Moderation TV, and what they do is they can do like a take me out sort of vibe. I don't know if you know the show.
Yeah.
So he's always on stage, and girls or guys have the opportunity to say whether they, you know, shoot their shot basically at a guy that they kind of fancy. Now, Jamel is on stage because that's his show. But what I realised is that in listening to the show, because he doesn't know that I actually knew that he blocked me because I was with my friends. It's quite of a tricky situation. But anyways, I heard the conversation, and I heard that fellow members of his team who had girlfriends, if a girl wanted to speak to them, they'll say, okay, he's out of bounds. So the conversation shut down. But Jamel, on the other hand, he doesn't do that. And so girls will be speaking to him. I know you're gonna say it's Clubhouse and I don't care. Girls are still speaking to you and you're entertaining it. I don't like that. And that's something that does make me feel insecure. I'm so sorry I keep bringing up this Clubhouse app, but Jamel blocking me on this platform that he's in love with is absolutely ridiculous, dodgy. Like, I don't understand what he's doing on there, but...
Huge red flag. You don't block your significant other on any social media platform.
She is a handful. She's a handful, but still, he's got his flaws too. And right now, they are showing full force. You blocked her. That's weird.
Especially to block her from that particular segment.
Thing.
It's like,
if anything, if you want this to last forever and you want this to be, you know, full transparency, we know each other. I don't think blocking. I would say, if anything, you should have said, "Come listen," so you could feel more secure.
right?
But you blocked her.
Exactly.
That's next level.
Ooh, but this is why I never swayed sides. I'm just pointing out red flags.
Oh, I need my water.
Yeah, I do too, actually.
Gosh, okay, hot.
Blocking me is outrageous, and I've definitely got my eye on him.
Why are you so fixated on Clubhouse?
Yeah, because you love the app so much.
Denise, okay, with Moderation TV, there's someone called Jamal, and I'm Jamel. So I feel like she's muddling up the two names. That's for starters.
No, I'm not. I know your voice.
Babe, please. And me blocking her is just, because she just wants to be so in my social media activity, I feel like I just need the time and space.
No, blocking me is dodgy. Blocking me is dodgy behaviour. That's dodgy behaviour.
Don't you feel like you're just projecting your insecurities?
No, that's dodgy behaviour. Don't block me on social media. That's strange. Another example then, seen as, you know, we were out on a day and Jamel decided to go to the toilet, but he decided to stop and speak to a young lady whom till this day I don't actually know who she is. And when he came back to the table, I actually asked him, like, okay, what was that conversation about? And he kind of just like brushed it off like it was nothing. But the guy, you were actually gone for 10 minutes, leaving me there. You were speaking to a female. Like, how do you think that makes me feel?
How did you know it was a female?
I could see.
Oh, God.
I could see. Most of she had to duck and dive behind the waiter.
Duck and dive.
I actually saw.
First of all, I'm not shady. And I told her when I came back.
You do shady things. I didn't say you're shady. I said you do shady things.
Okay, cool. It was an old client, and we were just catching up. It wasn't 10 minutes, it was pretty much 3 minutes. We spoke about her weight loss journey and how she's keeping.
Okay, so why is it that you can tell Denise but you can't tell me when I ask you at the restaurant?
Because we're at a date. Like, let's focus on us.
No, when I ask you a question, I'd like for you to answer, please.
Yeah, but I didn't want to spoil the mood. I wanted to focus on
Okay,
us.
but that spoiled the mood because you didn't answer. You didn't answer when I asked you what you guys were talking about.
Oh, my relationship with my clientele, it's important to me. It's important to them. I have to bond with them. I'm more than just a PT. Like, I was like their therapist, but bro, it's Deborah. Deborah being Deborah. Just forget about it.
Jamal, are you aware that Deborah's feeling insecure with these different situations?
This is the first time she's actually spoke on her insecurities and given examples, I should say, on how it makes her feel. Like, we spoke about it, but I just thought it's nothing too deep, just brushed it over.
It's nothing too deep. If I'm expressing, and this is where I feel like your anger gets the best of you, because when we discuss such a conversation, it's like he doesn't want to hear it. I think it definitely... No, you don't want to hear it.
Other than him going off at that restaurant with the phone,
Yeah.
otherwise he's very happy for you to see what's going on his phone.
Oh my goodness, definitely not. Definitely not. At the meal, the same day that we were out, Jamal would have his phone on the table, down, like literally can't see his notifications.
Wait, and do you know why?
Why?
Because you complain about work.
Oh, now you want to twist it, yeah?
No, it's
now
not.
you want to twist it.
Oh,
Interesting. Now you've twisted it.
So Denise, obviously she complains about work so much. So I thought, let me just turn my phone over so she doesn't see no notifications.
That's
on the phone.
ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Because you still pull it out, you still open the clubhouse, you still respond to messages, and then
What? When I'm on a date with you?
yes.
So what? Are you trying to tell me that I prioritise clubbers of you?
Regardless of the fact I can't see the contents of your phone, I can count on one hand how many times I've touched your phone in 365 days that we've been together. So.
And tell me, Jamel, are you allowed to use or touch Deborah's phone?
I don't need to.
He knows my password.
Yeah, I know your password, but I don't.
Do I know yours?
I think it's open.
Okay. I don't know his password.
Hey, I didn't think my opinions on this whole thing could turn in one episode, but now we have two haymakers of, like, these individuals were not made to be together.
Not at all.
They weren't made to be together.
Not at all.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on behind closed
Yes,
doors.
shady behavior.
This is all just being thrown out in therapy.
I mean, that's the problem. Like, some of these things, I feel like, why don't they discuss these behind closed doors? But for me, I've been with so many F-boys before, these red flags would immediately, and I would have been out. I would have been out day 2.
I can't see your phone.
Week 2.
I can't see your phone.
Right.
But here's the thing. I understood him when he was like, you know what?
He could, yeah.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah.
Like, just put it away. I don't want to see it. For you to have it on thing.
Face down.
And she said that he checks it too.
Yeah.
He checks it.
Right.
And then it goes back face down?
No.
Nah. Nah. Because if that's the case, just leave it up, bud.
And it's not like an obligation to have your significant other's password, but it's kind of like...
If it's... See, here's the thing. I'm not judging them based on what they do, but I'm taking their words and comparing it to their actions. His word says she's forever.
Right.
His actions say she's temporary.
Right.
Because you
Look
don't...
at you in these word plays. Who have you become?
Hey, you know.
Oh my, go.
No, but I'm saying, like, okay, words say, oh, you're my favorite girl, you know, I love this and
Yeah,
third,
it's
okay.
affirming.
Actions say I want to see you once every 2 weeks. That's
Right.
twice a month. Okay, twice a month.
And when I do see you, I guess the phone is face down.
I see you. It's phone face down.
There should be undivided attention that whole day. If you only see your partner 2 times out the month.
So you only see her on payday because it's being paid by me.
This man.
I don't know, man.
She is affection and love deprived. No wonder she wants the gift. She's like, why?
Basically, if you're not here.
I still don't.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I understand, receiving gifts.
Yeah.
But receiving gifts doesn't have to be Gucci.
No,
It doesn't have to be Gucci Prada.
No. Gucci Prada. Isn't that? Oh, you don't watch Love and Hip Hop.
No.
Yeah, never mind. All right.
Let's go
see.
ahead and get on with this. But
This man.
This is getting
People. Okay, we're starting to see why them comments was flooding in.
I'm starting to see what they were talking about with these comments. True colors are flooding in, baby. True colors. Whew. Okay, here we go.
To me.
I don't think it's my place to say about her previous encounters, but she's never really met up or probably experienced somebody like me.
Regardless of the fact, you do shady things. On top of that, Denise, even his clientele for fitness, I can't do it. Like, it's just too many females. And he has to go to their houses as well. Like, that for me is very uncomfortable. It's just too many females.
So,
I feel like he
what
needs
exactly do you want? Because it seems like do you want me or do you want the money that I'm making to buy you gifts? So if I'm not working, I'm not buying you gifts. I've got new clients that are women. Cool, that is my market. If that's such a problem, get me clients then. Male clients. How about that?
I just feel like there needs to be a balance.
A balance.
Have a mixture
That's what I
of
said.
male and female clients. The female
What I probably will say with this though, I think that men might struggle more with getting male clients than female clients.
Oh,
for sure.
Every time.
Yeah.
Men do not look for other men to train them very often.
Right, yeah, that's what I'm saying. And usually I feel like a man who wants to get into fitness and training and stuff like that, already go to the gym by themselves and like figure it out, whereas women, we kind of want to know
you
the
wanna
technicalities
yeah.
and stuff. So that's not too fair to ask for him to have a different female client base, but she's asking that because he's doing something that's not reassuring her or making her feel secure. So,
and I don't know about the whole going to the crib.
Yeah, going to the house. You're gonna have to. You saving up for a house. You need to save up for a little garage gym or something like that. You putting your money in.
But again, this is his career. Assess that.
Did she know? I wonder, did she know? She had to have known that he was a trainer for more so women before they started dating. Because that's because you really can't say anything. But if you plan out when we date, you tell me, oh yeah, I have a plethora of female clients. I'm about to start training. I'm going to their house.
That's what I'm saying. I just don't think they're made for each other. I just don't think they're made for each other. Point blank period. I just don't think they're made for each other. But this is interesting.
It is.
Let's just bring it down a bit because you love it. You love it. You love it. You love it. Let's just.
How easy is it to get clients? I mean, presumably you advertise and then the clients come to you.
That's correct. So as I advertise, market, majority of my clients come through word of mouth or social media. So they are the ones contacting me. So I'm not really in control of my client coming in. So that's what I'm saying. If Deborah has such a big issue about my ratio of male to females, help me out then.
Jamel is too booky for me. We're always having issues about females. Like, am I dating?
I love the UK slang, to be honest.
Please come
explain
below.
what is bookie, y'all.
I already know about taking a piss, but I didn't know about bookie now.
Yeah,
Please explain bookie.
Or am I dating the females that he's supposedly working with, talking to? Like, it's just too much. It's dodgy. It's weird. I'm actually getting quite annoyed. I feel like it's quite insensitive of you to kind of not understand where I'm coming from. We spoke about this. You know about the previous situationship, let's call it, seeing as I've been in a relationship that I've been in, and you know, like, I'm actually like a giving person. Like, I like looking after, like, you know, the guy that I'm with. But I feel like with those previous relationships, they kind of they took advantage of that. And so for that reason, when he stops doing all these things to me, I kind of feel like we're going back into that cycle. And so I find it quite insensitive because you know that and you know how that made me feel.
Is there anything else he could do? He's spoken about these very expensive presents, but is there anything else he could do to show you, to make you feel more comfortable?
I just feel... I just think more straightforward answers. You know, if I ask you a question, just, you know, it's not, you have to be shaky about it. Like, just tell me where you're going. Just tell me what you're doing. Like, I don't know, like, am I doing something? Like, you don't want to, like, I don't know why. The phone situation for me is just a strange one, but I don't know, like, I don't really want to be telling him to be more loose with his phone. Like, it should just be natural. Do you get what I mean? I don't want to tell him, you know, make sure you leave your phone on the table so that I can have a peek at it. Do you get what I mean? It should just be more natural.
I'm here for peace and tranquility, if I'm best to be honest. So,
since everyone wants to talk about back chat, Paul, here's my...
Whoa, okay.
They skipped to her
They
real
skipped
quick.
right to that. All right.
I do feel like Deborah needs to ponder on Denise's question a little bit more, because I don't think she quite had an answer for what else it is that she wants to see from him. And if she can't answer that for herself, then how is he ever going to know how she wants to be loved and treated?
You can't fulfill your needs if you
don't even know what
you
they
don't
are.
know what you need.
That's what I'm gauging from her.
But oh man, I think she, like when she asked that question in her head,
She was gonna say gifts.
I think she wanted to say what gift.
I was hoping she wouldn't. It crossed my mind, like, is she gonna say gifts again? But Denise said that don't have to do with expensive gifts.
Yeah.
What else can he do to make you feel?
And I mean, she could, like, in the previous one, she said quality time was one of her love languages.
Right.
She could have said quality time, talk to me. I like the straightforward answers, though.
Yeah, that was a good
Give me some straightforward answers.
That's true.
That's
but
a
to me,
great start.
This guy, he's on some other stuff.
He is shaky.
He's on some other stuff.
He is dodging.
If you can't be straightforward with answers to questions, only guilty people do that. Like,
I'm not a betting man, but if I was, I'd bet that he's got a side piece.
oh yeah.
I bet it.
Yeah, he's
one
not
of them
fully
clients.
honest.
One of them clients is feeling him, and he's feeling one of them clients.
Yikes.
Especially if it's a plethora, like she said. If it's a plethora, and he's going to their crib. These are intimate spaces. Let's be honest. How much space you got in your apartment to work out?
Come on, let's be honest.
Because if you're still bringing up stuff since 19 how long, come on, how are we going to move on? Deborah's never had a boyfriend before, and I feel like that is taking almost a toll within our relationship. All these expectations and expecting me to do particular things, like where is she actually getting these ideas from? What? Love and hip hop, like watching things on TV. Like Deborah has this unrealistic view on relationships. Like I just don't understand. Like who's in her ears? Her family, social media. Like she's never actually experienced one. This is her first chance to actually experience one. Like I'm tired of her just having this superficial opinion on what relationships are when she's never really been in one.
Is there a reason that you have never had a boyfriend before?
I don't know. I don't know the reason, but I have siblings. All my sisters, they all have boyfriends. So there's an expectation and there's a standard of guy that I'm going for. And I've expressed that to Jamel.
I feel like experiencing something compared to just seeing around you is two different things. I've explained to her this before, like what it takes to be.
I'm in a relationship. We've been together for a year.
She won't let him fit.
You know what I mean?
Okay, Jamel, I find it quite insensitive. Jamel knows a lot about my past and my past situationships, let's call it, seeing as I haven't been in a relationship.
Tell me about that.
So, at a point in time, I lived with my auntie and my uncle.
I thought they were
and I saw their relationship and I did not like what I saw. I saw that my auntie would do everything for her husband, from the finances, from washing his clothes, the housework. And for me, I kind of vowed to myself, like, that's not a relationship. I don't want to ever be the woman doing that in a relationship. And for that reason, I'm very particular about how I want my guy to be. And actually, to answer your question, I think that's why my previous situationships, let's call it, hasn't worked. I was manipulated by this guy. I feel like he took advantage of me. There's a lot of things that he did and I found myself doing, which is what I said I did not want to do. So one of the reasons why I did get with Jamel is because he didn't show me that at the start of the relationship. He was being that male figure. He was looking after me. He was buying me the gifts. So it's like now when he's kind of like backtracking, it's very uncomfortable for me and, like I said, insensitive, because you know how I felt at that time and you kind of met me after I came out of that situation with that guy. So...
Well, I'm
sorry, am I the only one that didn't quite... I didn't get what that explanation didn't give what I needed it to give. Or gave what I needed to... Whatever the same.
It didn't give what it needed to give.
Yeah, that didn't make too much sense to me. Because what did this guy do exactly?
She was very vague and danced around that.
Yeah.
Man. This is very... Like, it's okay. Ladies, it's okay to have these high standards. Just understand... The higher the standards, the slimmer the
dating pool.
Yeah, you start eliminating the dating pool. This guy is not within her standard.
No,
he's not.
I don't know. There's not many.
There's not too many guys that's within her standard. Yeah. But I'm saying, like, if that's what her aspirations for her relationship are, more power to you. But you got the wrong guy. And I think they're both trying to convince each other to change who they are for them. And they both need to just realize that neither party is changing.
A word. That's facts. That's what I feel.
Because it's like, I understand that you don't like rice, but just try rice.
Right. He's like, no, I like noodles.
But you'll really like it.
Yeah.
Like, you just, okay.
Sorry for making you feel like that, but I feel like just coming from that place, I definitely understand it. I feel like now we need to think about a solution to move forward. That's why we're here. And that's why I obviously brought into therapy as well, because I feel like it's great for both of us, but as individuals as well, like we're still in a relationship, correct? But there's still things that we deal with as individuals. Like emotions and dealing with particular things, past traumas and situationships. And I've always been that safe space for her. She's been my peace of mind, and vice versa. Like, I feel like we're at our best when we actually understand what we're saying, we're communicating, we're getting what each other's saying. Like, she's beautiful inside out. And I tell Deborah this all the time.
It's great to hear you saying the word we. Because that's, when you're in a couple situation.
That does feel good.
It's music to my ears to hear people saying, we like this, we do that, we do the other. Because that means you're working as a team. And for any relationship to work, it has to be teamwork.
Okay, Denise.
Right. Who wrote that line for her?
Of you two working as a team?
I would love to think so. I just hope it's neutral. That's the reason why we're here today. Like, we actually want to move past this. I see Deborah potentially being my wife. That's why I'm doing crazy things. Like, I'm working bonkers. Like, there's numerous things that I have aspirations for ourselves, and just continuously building.
I don't trust him. Sorry, I'm sorry to say. Like, I'm really sorry to say. I know you're trying to be sensitive, and I appreciate that, babe. But at the same time, I'm not entirely happy, if I'm honest.
Woo! Dang, because he was... Woo! Hey, that's crazy. That's crazy, because it seemed like he was getting... It seemed like he was getting a little emotional at that end part, saying like, I want to see... Although, again... I think she did a good job of comparing words to actions.
Yeah.
He used good words at that end part.
Right. Because he's getting us.
He
I'm like, oh my God.
kind of came back
Right.
just a little bit, but
She's
then...
like, nah. And the only person who truly understands him and their relationship is her, so.
And she said, yeah, these words are nice, but you are shaky and dodgy, my guy. He's shaky. Honestly, his actions, if what she's saying is valid, those are shaky actions.
Yeah.
If this was a red flag video, I'd have been throwing these flags left and right.
Oh my God.
I'm not gonna lie, I'd have threw the flags. I'd be like, save yourself.
She said, I cannot accept that.
I can't do it.
Okay, I don't know if we've been doing intentional takeaways. I know we were doing that for Choma and Paul, so I want to make sure. So what's your takeaway?
I think my takeaway for today is know where you're going, know where your partner's going, and figure out if y'all are going at least in the general same direction.
Yeah, they're opposite ends.
Because you guys are like, she's going east, you're going west, and y'all are trying to pull the other person and convince them to go east or go west with you.
I would say my takeaway definitely is similar to piggybacking off of what you had said earlier in the video of take people's actions, not their words. But I say that all the time. I mean, it's a cliche saying actions speak louder than words, but it's a reason that that's a saying that everybody knows of. Because it's true. Like, words and stuff are cute and fluffy, but when you get to like the real of the situation, what somebody's showing you, you got to pay attention to that type of stuff. So I feel like, at least for me in the past, I used to kind of be that girl that would like see stuff that didn't align with what I was told, but it was like, but he said this, so like, I'm gonna take his word. He's eventually gonna like, but it's not. It's not. It's just not.
It's not. And I'm gonna be a whole buck with you. I don't want to put myself in this because, like, everybody can say they can do something different. But if I was gonna say that you were gonna be my wife,
which I am,
which you are, you know what I'm saying? I'm 99% sure I introduced you to my family before saying those words. I wouldn't be giving you a wife title if you haven't met my family.
Right, because that's a part of the approval process too. Like, is this person gonna work?
And that's words versus actions. Words say, "Oh, you're my wife, you're my future." Actions say, "You haven't even showed me to your like. Are you ashamed of me? Are you embarrassed by me? Like, how am I in the?"
Because if he views her as loud and that's how her personality is, then it's not gonna change. So it's like they meet her today, they meet her a year from now, she's still gonna be the same person.
Same person.
Yeah, actions, y'all.
Man.
Actions are everything. And then like your takeaway was figure out what you want.
I said it in a different plethora of ways, but like at the end of the day, just understand your partner and understand that you gotta be equally yoked. I liked Denise's little we.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I love when you say we too.
Oh, I say we all the time. You already know what time it is.
Yeah. So, interesting. I think episode 4 is probably gonna be spicy. If that's how that just ended.
Bruh, this has been like one of the craziest crescendos.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Because in the beginning, I was like, oh, this is clear, clean cut. I know who the toxic half is.
Can I also say, this is just an opinion thing. This isn't, guys don't have to like abide by or whatever. And it kind of more so touches on the previous episode than this one, but because you brought up the gifts and stuff. This is just my advice that I would more so give my daughter. I don't really think it's cool or fair to ask for something that 1, you can't either buy for yourself, or 2, you're not reciprocating. And I just wanted that to be like clear for women, because I'm all about like women being independent. I've just seen it go south so many times, being so reliant on a man financially. Like, so I'm always team like, get to the bag yourself, sis. Like, secure your own bag. He can buy you this, but you should be able to buy it for yourself type energy. Like, again, my personal opinion. Not trying to shade anybody or nothing like that, but that's what I just wanted to pass on to my fellow females who are watching, my ladies.
I think it would be important to, like, again, secure your own bag, have your own thing, because you never really want to be under the financial thumb of somebody you're not forever for.
Yeah.
Because then next thing you know, you're going to end up starting doing either wifely or husbandly duties, depending on what side
Without the title.
Without the title.
Yeah. Interesting.
Interesting.
Please leave y'all's takeaways too. I don't know if we've ever asked them to do that, but like leave your takeaways of what you guys are learning from watching.
You
this
could do like takeaway : and then, you know what I'm saying, push a little takeaway in there too. Because I feel like everybody can kind of pull something from these videos.
Definitely.
If they're actors, if they're not actors, I feel like
these are still real life situations.
You can still have some conversations over this, because this is tea.
Yeah.
Should have had some more tea out. To be honest. Ah, man. But okay, that is all we have for today. Again, this is a marathon, not a sprint, so we're doing this all week. You know what I'm saying? Stay tuned for tomorrow. We got some more live action coming for you guys. But at the end of the day, if you don't already know, I'm Hydrated Hero. She's Isimeme Edeko, and together we are Josh and Isi. Now you can follow one of us. You can follow 2 of us. You can do better than that. You can follow all 3 of us. You might as well follow all 3 of us, because we are happy, healthy, and hydrated on all 3. But other than that, y'all, until we meet again, peace, love, hair grease, and we out. Hey, 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 subscribe. Hey, 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 new video. Hey, hey.